How do you go about preparing for your baby's birth between 24 and 36 weeks of pregnancy? First of all, it's really important that you understand that the reason that Birthing Better families advocate that is because many of them, when we were developing the skills in the early 70s, were due to have their baby tomorrow, or the next week, or in 3 weeks, or in a month, or in 2 months. And we found that if we waited towards the end of pregnancy, just before the birth, that two things happened. One is we were incredibly more motivated, and so we were willing to learn faster and more willing to say, yes, I will do that. But we also had this baby brain. Our brain wasn't focused on learning these skills so much as what they call nesting, or just becoming spacey or dreamy, which happens to pregnant women towards the end of their pregnancy. So if we learned right before the birth, we were highly motivated, and we did very, very well in taking any skill into the birth that helped us, and they always helped us. If we learned about a month or 6 weeks before the birth, everything went out of our head. We didn't capture it. So we really, as families, began to talk about when do we think the ideal time is to start to prepare our body to give birth to this baby. And we came up with 24 weeks because our baby was felt. We could feel the movement. Our uterus was at our belly button, either a little bit lower, a little bit higher. And between 24 and 36 weeks, this golden period of pregnancy, our mind was very clear, very lucid, and we were turning our attention to birth, and we found that we could learn skills beautifully over a period of time, and that they retained. We kept them. We were able to practice them while we did other things. We were able to begin to own this experience. And as we got towards 32, 34, 36 weeks, as we started to get this tightening of our belly, these Braxton Hicks contractions, we would practice many of these skills to these pre-contraction contractions. So 24 weeks is ideal, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't. Don't find yourself thinking, oh, I missed it. Who cares? As we said at the beginning of this little bit here, we started with people who were due tomorrow, and they went into labor that night or the next morning, or they had 2 days before they did. Any skill you have and use is better than having none.